Okay, let's show how we go into our first initial input. As a new member, RIB will automatically recognize that you are a new member and bring up the screen that you see at the moment, rather than the standard screen, because it gives you the opportunity to enter in one input all the months that you need to have on the initial input data spreadsheet. So you fill up your spreadsheet with the necessary information identified, which you've downloaded from RIB, gives you all the numbers that are required. You retrieve those numbers over however long it takes to get them together, get them onto the spreadsheet, and you're then in a position to transpose those numbers onto this input document. Now, as you can see, it's thrown up with the name of the company at the top. In this case, it's just an example. RIB has recognised you're a new member. RIB has recognised you've so far got no inputs at all. And this is the latest month. And I'm just going to choose to take 2 of the inputs and show you how the system works. So for net profit, I'm going to assume that we made 5,000 net profit in the month. And that's the correct number. I'm satisfied with that. I validate it. I'm going to do NDR as well, because I want to show you 2 measurements from that. 50,000 is the NDR figure. I'm satisfied that that is correct, so I validate it. Now, it also required me to do this for 3 previous months. And before I go back, I update those numbers. You'll see that there's a total there for 55,000, which is the total of those input numbers. On the spreadsheet, you have an indication, please put the total of the column. We know the column's got numbers in it which are hours, money, percentages, days, doesn't matter. Just the numbers that you've decided are correct, total them, and we see that the numbers that you put into here are the same numbers and you haven't transposed figures perhaps. So we've got a checklist total there of 55,000 for September. Now we go back, having filled all the other stuff in, for August. And in August, I've just put the figures in already. We've got 5,000 and we've got 40,000. Those are my correct figures for net profit and for NDR. And we go back to, and we've got the check total on it, and we now need to update. And we then go on to July. Numbers are already put in. 3,200 and 30,000, tick for validated, and we update. Having got all the information in that you are required on the spreadsheet, or that you're able to retrieve, anything that you can't retrieve or it's going to take too long to retrieve but you want to get on, then if you haven't got it, you won't get a result from it, but that needn't stop you putting the rest of the information in. We've updated it all. We're now in a position to go and view criteria. So if we click View Criteria, there we see that for the month of September, on a rolling quarter, net profit expressed as a percentage of NDR was 11%. So we've accumulated the 3 months net profit, we've accumulated the 3 months NDR, and we've expressed the one as a percentage of the other. And that, of course, works all the way through the criteria that you've entered. Having entered all your details in on that first input, that is quite a big job, we know, we recognise that, but now it's very straightforward, because now you'll only have 1 month each time to fill in, which typically take people about 15 minutes to do.